Hey, this is Rocket Brain Surgeon, and today we're looking at target selection in World of Warplanes. Target selection is vastly underrated because if you pick the wrong target, you can get yourself into a lot of trouble, either by losing too much altitude or engaging too many enemies at once. Whereas if you pick the right target, you can get yourself a lot of easy and free kills. Let's pause it here. I'm descending on a furball, and when you look at the large map, you'll see that there's a bunch of red dots indicating planes below me. My team is definitely outnumbered in this area. Now let's look at the mini-map. You can see on the mini-map that my team may or may not be coming to help behind me. I can't really count on them. But I do have an altitude advantage over the enemy, and my strategy is going to be to pick off the stragglers away from the furball but not get involved in the furball itself. When I dive, it's not going to be too deep. I want to dive and pull up before I get to the furball. I also want to attack the highest altitude target that I can see. Here I'm descending on a straggler from the pack, and what's very nice about attacking him is that I'm able to just run away. I keep my speed up, I don't try to brake and follow him back into the furball. I'm just making sweeping passes on top of the furball. This allows me to get some damage in, but also to maintain survivability. Now, I'm not dealing as much damage as I would like to here. However, if I just dove into the furball, my time to live is probably 30 seconds tops. Here we're attacking another one that breaks off from the pack. I extend the flaps a little bit to slow down. I can get some gun time on him because he is away from the pack and the other guys can't touch me. However, I speed away and I'm resetting the situation. Here we encounter a 110E that desperately wants to escape the furball, but I'm already at high altitude waiting for him. Just keep patient and make sure that you're pulling away from the stragglers. So now if we look at the mini-map, we can tell that the furball is broken up for whatever reason. All the enemies and my teammates have just scattered. Maybe my team died. But now I still have an altitude advantage over everybody in the furball, so they still really don't pose a threat to me, so I can basically just pick my targets. This P40 in front of me is very low energy. You can tell he doesn't have a lot of speed. He was almost at stall at that point. And I feel comfortable extending the flaps and getting a little more gun time with these enemies, simply because there's nobody around, and even the people that are around are just at a significant energy disadvantage. Now this game doesn't look that special, and maybe it was not that exciting. I didn't go in and I didn't run and gun, but a lot of winning tactics usually are not very exciting. The main points are, look at my HP. I have near full HP. Somebody scratched me, but I'm able to carry the game if need be. If that furball went south and all of them survived, then I can either leave the area or continue to strafe the top of the furball, or even play rope-a-dope where I climb into the vertical, they try to follow me, they stall out, and I dive and kill them. There are a lot of different situations how that could have gone, but all of those situations included me living past that furball to fight for the team and possibly carry if needed. Let's give some quick tips for target selection. 1. Try not to enter a furball. One of the biggest things you can do to increase your winning percentage is increasing your survivability, and entering a furball doesn't help with that. Try to target the highest altitude enemy. If you target the lowest altitude enemy, then when you dive you lose all of your energy. Try to play above the furball. This helps with targeting the highest altitude enemy and working your way down. And try to pick around the edges of the furball. If somebody gets outside it, you can isolate them and kill them before resetting. But for the most part, it's just picking around the edges, stay on top of the furball, and live. Hope you enjoyed. Happy hunting.